Black janitor fires CEO after 15 years. They never knew she owned the company. Have you ever wondered what it feels like to be invisible in a place where your every effort keeps everything running smoothly, yet no one ever looks your way? Imagine working for 15 years in silence, cleaning floors, emptying trash, fixing broken lights, always behind the scenes. Now imagine one day, in a moment nobody expected, you hold the power to change everything. This is the story of Evelyn Harris, janitor at a sprawling corporate headquarters in downtown Chicago. For 15 years, Evelyn had quietly maintained every corner of the building, from the polished marble lobbies to the dimly lit stairwells. She knew every creak in the floor, every stubborn stain, every forgotten hallway. But most importantly, Evelyn knew kindness, the kind that doesn't shout or seek praise but quietly transforms lives. Every morning, Evelyn arrived before sunrise. The smell of fresh coffee brewing in the break room mingled with the faint scent of cleaning products. She moved with purpose and grace, her worn gloves gripping the mop as if it were a paintbrush, crafting cleanliness out of chaos. Despite the exhaustion etched on her face, her eyes shone with something rare, a hope that refused to fade. For years, Evelyn was overlooked by everyone. The executives rushed past her without a glance. The CEO, Richard Mallory, was known for his sharp suits and even sharper temper. Evelyn had heard stories of his ruthless decisions, the way he cut corners and people to grow his empire. She'd never had a real conversation with him, only the occasional cold nod from across the lobby. But Evelyn's life was far from simple. She raised her teenage son Marcus alone. Marcus struggled in school, often bullied and feeling invisible himself. Yet Evelyn never complained. She believed that kindness, even in the smallest moments, could change the world around them. She taught Marcus to help his classmates, to smile at strangers, and to always hold the door open for others. One cold winter morning, as frost painted the windows like delicate lace, Evelyn found herself at a crossroads. The company was going through a tough time. Profits were down and rumors of layoffs spread like wildfire. The employees were anxious, the halls heavy with whispers and fear. Evelyn, too, felt the weight of uncertainty, worried about her own job and how she would provide for Marcus. Then came the incident that shocked everyone. Richard Mallory, the CEO, stormed into the building one afternoon, furious over a failed deal. His anger boiled over during a staff meeting, and without hesitation, he called for Evelyn to be dismissed. "We don't need a janitor dragging us. Down with her slow work," he spat, his voice echoing in the glass-walled room. The employees were stunned. Evelyn's heart sank, but her spirit did not break. As the day unfolded, something unexpected happened. Marcus's teacher, Mrs. Anderson, who had witnessed Evelyn's constant kindness and dedication, rallied the staff. "Evelyn is the heart of this building," she said quietly. "Without her, none of us could do our jobs. She deserves respect." Slowly, the tide began to turn, and then the biggest surprise of all, one that no one saw coming. As Richard Mallory prepared to finalize Evelyn's termination, the company's board revealed a secret. Evelyn Harris was not just a janitor. Years ago, using money saved from her modest salary and with the help of a silent partner, she had quietly acquired a controlling stake in the company. She was the majority owner. The CEO was actually working for her. Can you imagine how he must have felt in that moment? The man who had looked down on her for years was suddenly powerless. But Evelyn didn't respond with anger or revenge. Instead, she chose kindness. She approached Richard calmly and said, "This company belongs to all of us, and so does its future. I believe in second chances. You have the opportunity to change, to lead with respect and empathy." Richard, humbled and shocked, agreed to step down, making way for a new chapter. With Evelyn at the helm, the company transformed. She introduced programs to support employees, from tutoring for kids like Marcus to mental health services and community outreach. She made the building a place where every person felt seen and valued. One day, Marcus walked into the office, no longer the shy boy from the shadows, but a confident young man. "Mom," he said, "your kindness changed more than just..." a company. It changed lives, including mine. Evelyn smiled, tears shining in her eyes. Her long years of quiet service had blossomed into something extraordinary. This story reminds us that kindness is never wasted. Sometimes the quietest voices have the loudest impact. Evelyn's journey teaches us that hope and compassion can break through barriers we think are unbreakable. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and comment below with a time when kindness changed your life. Don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring stories that prove no one is invisible when kindness leads the way. And stay tuned. Our next story will take you even deeper into the power of hope and transformation.